Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel again. Josu here. Today we're gonna talk about shamans. Shaman is the main debuffer in the game, in fact every serious party needed shaman. Its main job is to weaken the enemy's damage to your allies and to increase the damage taken of the enemy that will help your allies to do more damage. It considered as one of the in-demand job in the game because of its serious role. Every skills of Shaman is very crucial and must be used carefully and wisely, or else it can harm whole party or the job will be just useless. Shaman should know the delicate balance between offensive and defensive debuffs, as well as when to time their abilities to maximize their impact on the battlefield. Advanced Shaman mostly knew boss pattern attacks that helps them to timing their skills, so studying boss attacks pattern. If DPS jobs focusing building their gear to increase their damage, Shaman studying boss attack patterns and their own skills to perfectly weaken the boss. In terms and skills of Shaman, as I said earlier, every skills of Shaman is very crucial and must be used carefully and wisely, so I will teach the basic idea of all necessary skills of Shaman. Acid Raid. This skill reduced enemies' def, MDEF. Dazzling Vortex. This skill reduced wind defense of the enemy. Road to Silence. This skill reduced water defense of the enemy. Moving Earth. This skill reduced earth defense of the enemy. Mostly it is useful when there are a lot of earth DPS in your party. They can do extra damage to the boss, which will be very helpful. Fictional Fire. This skill reduced earth defense of the enemy. It is especially helpful when your party has a large number of fire DPs. They can deal the boss additional damage, which will be highly beneficial. Binding Spell. It reduces all enemies' MATK, def, MEF, ATK. But if you bring Dazzling Vortex or Road to Silence, it increases its effects. Dark Fog. It reduces enemy ATK and MATK. You must use this carefully, especially if you aim to debuff a specific boss attack, because this skill lasts only 10 seconds. This skill almost always used for its ability to weaken enemies' AD whole party. In fact, it's my favorite skill. Spirit Breath. It reduces MATK and MDEF of an enemy. You must use this carefully, especially if you aim to debuff a specific boss attack, because this skill lasts only 10 seconds too. This skill is very useful in all Chaos, Spirit War boss except to Durix. Thorn of Misery. It reduces ATK, MATK of enemy that lasts 20 seconds. Calamity starts automatically after the Thorn of Misery's effect ended, which significantly help your debuff more effective. Curse Hour. Adds Curse Mark or Resentment Mark. Curse Mark boosts the effect of Fictional Fire and Moving Earth. Moonless Dawn. It significantly weakened defense of all the enemies. In other words, damage taken of the enemy increased. Every DPS main actually want this skill because of its effect. By the use of Resentment Mark in the Calamity, it adds more effect.
Vindictive Sword.
adds a resentment mark guaranteed when you used cursed hours. For me, this skill is just optional because most of players said that you actually don't need this because it just causing your chain to break, but for me it depends on the situation. Sometimes there are bosses that you need timing, so there I didn't bring this skill. But there are also a trick where you can maintain your chain even though you bring vindictive and fictional fire or moving earth. Just don't use them one after the other because this skills takes a lot of time to cast. In conclusion, there is no combo when using Shaman. Skill decks always depends to the enemies. As I said earlier, the special gear of Shaman is the knowledge of its user to the enemies, and knowing their skills and patterns are necessary. The wisdom in life's battles is not only in the power of your blows but also in the skill with which you strategically weaken your opponent. If you find this helpful, don't forget to give a like and please subscribe to my channel for more Alchemia story related videos and tutorials. As always, thank you for watching.